ones that he punched through.
Buddy McGirt echoing George Foreman, urging Tarver not to clown with Jones. Harold, how'd you score it through the first?
Okay, Jim. 29-28, 2-1, Antonio Tarver. I gave him the first 2 rounds. Roy Jones definitely come back to win the third. Jim, one quick point on the rules. You're only allowed to use a small amount of Vaseline on a fighter's body. Look at Antonio Tarver's head. I think it's greased up with something.
It's just a shiny old bald head,
Maybe. Hey, we have an expert in shiny bald heads.
I can tell you everything about a shiny bald head.
Jones eyeing the body. Tarver looking upstairs.
You see, it's like those horses, those pacers. Once you break your pace, you're out of the race. Tarver was right, he was pacing right, and he started to clown, and he lost everything. He never should have done it.
Roy Jones fighting at the staccato pace that he likes now. This is a guy who, despite his multiple gifts, throws only about 40 punches per round because he can get his offense done in that small output of punches without risking much by leaving himself open.
The question that begins to emerge now is that it looks like it's going to be a long fight, maybe a long fight. And whether the weight situation will in any way affect Jones in the championship round.
I thought it would, but now Jones has made this fight fold into his kind of style, and he can do this for 25,
So you don't think
rounds.
he's using up his energy here?
Not at all.
Straight right hand lands for Jones as he leaps in and then jumps right on past Tarver out of punching range. 2 more straight right hands. Fight is beginning to come into Jones's wheelhouse.
Jones standing his ground and taking the lead now after losing those first 2 rounds.
What must Antonio Tarver do now to regain the advantage, George?
Oh, if a knockout does not occur for Tarver, he's in for a long, rough night because he was on gate doing a good job. He broke his gate. Now, how do you get back? He can't go back with the same thing now.
He was making the pace early, but then in round 3, everything changed.
He's just going to have to get in there mauls and brawls and try to get Jones to slug it out with him. He's tentative with his jab, Tarver is. He lays it out there and is almost afraid he's going to get hit with a counter shot.
Once again, Jones on the ropes. Once again, Tarver lets his hands fly.
That's what he's got to do all night long. Go back to the middle of the ring once you finish. Don't stay there, though.
Tarver getting the best of it again. Jones countered twice off the ropes. Hard left hook to the body. They don't like each other. They don't like each other at all.
Listen to me, go back to the mouth. That range was good that round. That range was good that round. I got it. Alrighty? Look at me. You can beat this guy, Antonio. Look at me, man. You're giving him too much respect. Okay? Let's go, baby. You work too hard for this, man.
You got him, baby.
Okay?
God is on the job.
You work too hard for this. Okay, now we got to start picking up a little bit more. More head movement. Okay, he's getting desperate. Okay. You're trying to counter that right hand. So keep. We got him just what we wanted now. Now he gonna stay.
Let's see, at the end of the round, Tarver got upset with that borderline low blow, and that's what all that face-to-face stuff was as the round ended.
Tarver only got off 25 punches in round 4 by CompuBox count. He's got to do better than that. Jones landed 7 of 33. They were the 7 he wanted to land.
You heard Buddy McGirt tell Tarver he's showing too much respect for Jones. Let's see what Tarver does now.
If Tarver could have continued to build that early lead on the scorecards, it would have affected the strategy of the bout. Now Jones is back in the position he prefers. Jones has shortened the distance enough now to land that right hand to the body pretty consistently.
Jones got Tarver's timing now. Locks his shot. Locks his shot. Tarver's afraid to go in. That's what you want a guy, even when you can't do anything. Make him afraid to do something himself.
And Jones has made enough of a statement in rounds 3 and 4 that Tarver didn't even try to trap him in the corner when Jones backed in this time.
You can't be afraid of it.
Tarver's got to use every opportunity he can to close down the lights on Jones when Jones backs up.
He's allowing Jones to use the middle of the ring now. That should have been his statement.
Tarver, who was aggressive with the jab before, now pawing with it and backing up at the same time. Larry calls this punching from the back seat. Has Jones done this with power, George? Did he hurt Tarver enough?
He hurt him with something that Tarver is mighty afraid. And I think it was a body shot more than anything. Jones got that ability to hit you once and make you afraid for the rest of the night. Doesn't take 2 or 3 shots.
Or he might realize that the counter left hook is so fast that he may not see it every time.
You gotta attack him. You can't sit and wait for Roy Jones.
Tarver was offensively magnificent during much of the first 2 rounds. Now he seems to have shut it down, and Jones is pot-shotting it. Tarver gets a jab to the head there. These jabs don't have authority, but they start to land again. Jones's body shot does have authority.
This is when the veterans start to take over this. He's thinking and he's landing shots. Roy Jones, Tarver's got to get aggressive, make this man respect him a little bit as he did in the first couple of rounds.
Roy Jones, after an uncertain start, has begun to sap Antonio Tarver's confidence as we come toward the end of round 5. Tarver short with 2 jabs, short again. Jones landed a right hand.
You're not standing your ground. You're giving, no, don't shake your head. Yeah, you're not doing it. You stand in your ground. You're not standing your ground, baby. You're giving him too much. Okay? You pulling with the jab. What's the matter? Talk to me.
Nothing.
Okay, let's go out here, baby. We got to fight this joker.
Okay.
Okay? You got to fight him. You can rest all day tomorrow. But you got to keep that jab going. You have to be the aggressor. Okay? You're giving him too much confidence, baby. Let's go. Okay, you start the round off good, then you go to sleep.
Okay.
We can't afford to go to sleep.
Okay. Every time he short shot at the body, he pulling back. Try to fake the shot to the body and give me a good strong hook to the head. Right. Or a good jab or something. He leaning back off of it. He ain't set the throat. Okay? Yep. Okay? He looking for the shot to the body. He's scooting his body out. It's hard to get to him. Hit the closest thing to you, though, when he move back. If his stomach there, hit the body then, his head come forward, right. Go to the head. A lot of feints to keep your movement going like you're doing, but get some combinations in. He's slowing down some. You'll be able to touch him, though.
Right hand jab, the right hand jab, come back with the right hand.
Come on.
CompuBox numbers tell a fascinating story. Antonio Tarver, so effective with his big left hand in the first 2 rounds, threw only 1 power shot in the 5th round, didn't land it. Jones, 8 out of 14, as I mentioned, hot-shotting from the outside. Buddy McGirt seems totally bewildered as to what happened to his fighter. Now Tarver starts to throw again.
You got to keep it up. If you're Tarver, you just got to keep punching. You can't wait to get a good shot with Jones. He's too fast. Just throw something.
And you can't expect that Jones isn't going to land. He's too fast and too accurate. So you're just going to have to take some of it. Which Tarver in rounds 4 and 5 seemed unwilling to do.
You can't miss a southpaw with a straight lead right hand, and Jones seemed to be exploiting that. He just throws one. If he misses the body, he hits the gloves. If he misses the gloves, he hits the head.
Not even trying to throw the right hand upstairs. There he wung one upstairs. Wung, that's the past tense of wing. But most of the time, he's just sticking that right hand resolutely to the body. Now Jones backs into a corner again. Will Tarver throw the big lefts? He was raining them on Jones in the first couple of rounds.
He's very wary of the fact that Jones is looking for him to throw the left hand.
Tarver starts to release again. Going to the body as he did effectively early on. There's the problem. Jones counters like a panther.
Jones is a good athlete, period. Be a good basketball, football, tennis. He's a good athlete, and it's hard to fight those kind of guys.
Can I amend that to great athlete?
Yep, you can put him right in that territory.
I mean, I think it's the greatest body in sports, George. even though he's put it through a lot of difficulty in the last 6 months, that's for sure.
But
Now, Tarver can put
Hard
the
right
pressure
hand
on.
upstairs by Jones.
Tarver can put some pressure on. These latter rounds can make Jones fold a little bit because of the weight loss. He's not doing anything.
It's Jones who's putting pressure on Tarver with his ability to counter so effectively. Larry?
well, Jones actually looked better against the bigger and slower Ruiz because he could fire off volleys of punches. And here he's back to throwing those one shots.
Now here comes Tarver again. Tarver reemerges in the fight in round 6. As
Roy Jones is trying to make Tarver expel some of his energy because he's not in a great energy position himself.
Jones backs Tarver up contemptuously with 2 right hands. And there's a huge right hand. And that punch hurt Tarver.
Roy goes to the body with that right hand, trying to make range for the get up to the head sooner or later.
You're not doing that, baby. You're not doing nothing. You stand there letting him take the play from you. Okay? Give me water, baby. You let him take the play from you, champion. Okay? We got the fighting now. Now you got to bite down. You give him too much respect. What's the matter, baby? Let's fight him. You got to fight him. When he goes on the ropes and land there, you're wasting energy. Okay?
Man, you got a little whelp under his left eye, Doc. Okay? What I want you to do is move out to your right, to your left. Okay? After you shoot your right hand, move out to your left. Stay on the outside of his right hand. Don't come back to center mass. You shoot that right hand, come back with an uppercut and going out to your left still. Okay?
His right hook ain't near good to the left hand.
No, I know.
So why we roughing right hook? Watch the rough right hand.
But the thing is, what I'm saying, when you land a shot to the body, you're coming right back out there. Going through when he turns.